institutional role modeling patterns in the third world, they are more stabilizing. Institutional role modeling in the extended family structure is an interesting development. When we talk about institutional role modeling focusing on the family, we're talking about either a patriarchal or even matriarchal figure. There are some families beyond the gender issue. What actually propels the movement of that family in terms of the social system, in social context, is a particular female figure. So it's not just about a gender attuned thing. Institutional role modeling looks at how the family structure focuses on its self-definition around an individual's perspective, an individual's ability to influence members of the family with his thought pattern, what he says, his preference pattern, his personal achievement structure, how he has grown academically, professionally, or even politically. But this one, what makes the institutional role modeling thing something of a unique feature is that it is, remember that word I use, the bulwark on which society is built. The basic social unit is the family. So how does institutional role family, express itself using the institutional role modeling rather expresses itself using the family as focus? This is how it does. A particular family structures all over the world are variational. In the third world, you talk about the extended family. You remember what I wrote in this book, How Europe Underdeveloped Africa. If you're used to that book, the structure of that book, how the dedication page or something, you know how that book is said? It said to Pat is his own wife, Mutoni, his own son, Mashaka, his own son too, and the extended family. So the Guyanese scholar was deeply passionate about the extended family. Institutional role modeling, in the extended family structure is an interesting development. Yes, there's a central tendency, a particular person, but because that person is able to influence the thought pattern of members of the extended family, when that person leaves the world, which is like a serious vacuum and difficult to fill, then how does it actually express itself, in the wider Western world? The wider Western world is nucleated, the nuclear family. there's a certain, departure between the nuclear family and the extended family structures. The extended family structures in the third world, they are built around communal relations. Be your brother's keeper. In America, in Britain, in even the Caribbean world, where the nucleated family structure reigns supreme, it's about you take care of your own priorities. You cannot influence me outside your own family circle. So it is about individuating of influences. But in the interesting thing about institutional role modeling, in the extended families structure is that the influence and the impact runs deep, into the fulcrum of time. Some time ago, we talked about political role modeling. Even institutional role modeling, the influence is not easily forgotten. In a particular extended family, a specific individual, because he's able to organize his family constituents, when he leaves, when he even say he travels and he went to the long journey, master has not come back. You take note of that word, master. There's some extended family structures, they use that expression, master. It creates something like a patriarchal influence, almost like a father figure. That tells you that institutional role modeling patterns in the third world create a lot of stability features in third world development. Now, within a family, in the extended family structure, the man's ability to weld the entire family, because he tries to unify. He de-emphasizes disintegration and emphasizes integration. Instantly, the family builds itself around him. But in the other part of the divide, the nucleated world, the institutional role modeling thing, is more impersonal, more objective. It takes root within the nuclear family structure, and it traverses around the entire society, but builds, its basis within the family. So within a particular family, one may be admired. A particular family member may admire an individual, but not necessarily within the structural organizational pattern of that family. Let's say in America, a particular family member may admire or may have admired someone like Barack Obama. That admiration is purely impersonal. Obama may not know, but who? I like this man. This is what he has done. He has created employment opportunities, especially for the African American world. Then returning, to Africa, a particular person, even if he's not within a extended family structure, let's say Ghana in the 60s, what Kwame Nkrumah did for Ghanaian society, giving positive accent to the Ghanaian self-expression, it may not be, forgotten in a hurry. But don't forget too that in institutional role modeling patterns, it's about the longevity of the idea. The idea of, identification is strong and it does not, fall into pieces easily. I believe in this man and there's no way we go back. So you now look at it between the Western world and indigenous, third world societies, institutional role modeling patterns, which of them can we say, creates a greater feature of stability, lasts longer, and is more institutionalized? My own thought in this regard is that institutional role modeling patterns in the third world, they are more stabilizing, because within a family, the gravitation towards a particular individual, because that individual is able to put the family together, create value patterns for the family, priority structures for the family. Hey, you opt for this profession, you are going this way. This is so you find that it stabilizes society better. We're not saying that institutional role modeling patterns in the Western world, do not last. They do, but they are more on an impersonal level. The subject and the object may not be temporally related. Don't forget the Obama example that I gave. Like a family in New York may have admired Barack. Barack may not know him. Or let's talk about contemporary world. A family in a city like Memphis, Tennessee, in USA, may have a strong admiration for Joe Biden. Joe Biden may not know him. Joe Biden is from Delaware. He may not know someone from Tennessee. But because he admires him, that is how, within his own family development pattern, he has sort of like a crush for someone far away from his immediate territorial world. So institutional role modeling, may be subtle, but they also take root in how society expresses itself. So don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget that the notification device is there for you, and when you press that button, it may give you a kind of an overview of what to expect on your favorite. Always stay with us.